Hello, I'm Michael Slotin with the Arthritis Answer, and today I'm going to ask this question. What if the immune system is not the problem? I know, your immune system is attacking your body, not just the synovial fluids, but all over your body. It could even attack your own heart or lungs. It attacks any tissue. So anybody that's suffering from arthritis knows that it's a whole body disease. But what if it's not your immune system? What if the failure is in your digestion? What if the failure is the microbiome that has been lost? Now, I'm saying this because there's historic evidence that says there used to be 700 different species of bacteria with thousands, hundreds of thousands of individual bacteria, and they would make colonies. And so in those colonies, we had 700 healthy, friendly bacteria protecting us. But now, on average, we only have 270. We have lost over 400 different species of bacteria that live in our gut. And with that, we have really lost the ability to train our immune system. Now, in the past, our immune cells would come into our gut and they would get training, and that's how they would actually learn how to distinguish friend from foe, bacterial or viral, and then learn what the proper response is. But without the friendly bacteria, the immune system is no longer being matured and learning how to defend the body. Secondly, why are the bacteria that used to live in us being reduced? Why is our microbiome at such a weakened and unhealthy state? And that is because of these primary reasons. One, in our diet today, we don't get nearly enough fiber. In the past, there are historic records that we used to eat over 100 grams of fiber a day. Today, we only eat about 15 grams of fiber a day if you're conscious about getting a healthy diet. That is not enough fiber to keep the friendly bacteria healthy and happy. Two, we have widespread use of antibiotics. Every time we get sick, we've taken antibiotics. Well, antibiotics work. Unfortunately, they work really well on the friendly bacteria. The friendly bacteria are killed off in huge numbers in our gut, and it leaves us susceptible for opportunist bacteria or funguses to start to grow in our intestines, our GI tract. And third of all, we do not eat the same number of bacteria that we ate when we used to have to ferment our food before refrigerations. And now imagine what it was like 100 years ago. Whatever food you got, beans, grains, potatoes, fruits, vegetables, you could eat whatever you could eat fresh, but the rest of it had to be fermented if you were going to have a meal tomorrow. Now, without that fermented foods as a way to preserve them, we have now lost a majority, a ton of friendly bacteria that would transit through our bodies. And without that replacement, that's another reason that our microbiome is diminished and weakened. Now, what did we lose with that? We lost the ability to produce short-chain fatty acids. These are byproducts that the friendly bacteria produce. And butyrate is one of those short-chain fatty acids. And it is the most important thing to modulate your immune system, to suppress it. It keeps it. And it also repairs the gut lining. So it provides a measure of protection so that you do not have leaky gut. That's another major factor in rheumatoid arthritis, is that you have toxins leaking into the body that is perceived as threats. Absolutely could be threats, but it also could be over large proteins that normally would be broken down, but now proteins are sneaking into the body. They are perceived as pathogens, and the body goes into an alarm state. So without the butyrate, the immune system is on high alert and it overreacts. And so it's very important that we have enough butyrate. without butyrate, then we don't have a training program for the immune cells. Now, the good news is that we can start to incorporate more fiber, we can get more probiotics, we can start to heal the gut using herbs, and this is what we're offering during this program. So if you've enjoyed this amount of information, I want you to stay tuned so that we can talk to you on the next video about how to use fiber, use ferments, and use herbs to start to recover a healthy gut and improve your microbiome. This is Michael Slotin. This is the Arthritis Answer. Thank you for staying tuned. I appreciate you hanging with me.